He's late. Oh, Josh, he'll be here. Some people have to work. I know that, but he's still late. The two rocking chairs sat side by side, creaking gently in time with one another as the sun sat on the horizon, as if tired from a long day. Josh squinted through the big windows enclosing the small porch, gazing up at the clouds, pink and turning to red as the sun got on with the business of setting. It's a nice night for it, he said. It always is, Sarah replied, the words ending in a chuckle. From the corner of his eye, he saw her lean toward him a bit, knowing grin creasing her already worn and wrinkled countenance. You thought I was crazy, insisting we get married on February 14th. Waste of a good lover's holiday, you said. A finger poked his thigh good-naturedly. You remember? I remember. But in nearly 50 years, you've never forgotten our anniversary, have you? He remained silent, staring out into the deepening evening, though the slight quiver at the corners of his mouth told of the battle he was fighting to contain his smile. The finger poked his thigh again, down low, by his knee, where she knew he to be ticklish. Have you? Another poke, and he lost the battle he'd never really hoped to win. His grin broke through, riding a chuckle of his own as he moved his tickled leg slightly. No, I haven't. You know I haven't. And has Jeff ever forgotten? In all the years since he moved out, started a life of his own. Ever? Josh strove to put some of the grumpy back into his voice, but he didn't overdo it. The woman had a wicked poking finger. No, he's never forgotten. But ever had to call to remind him? I know I never did. Did you? No. So he'll be here. She sat back in her rocker with a satisfied grunt. Josh waited a beat. He's still late. Oh, you! She clapped a hand on his thigh, giving his leg a playful little shake of frustration, and he covered it with his own, the back of her hand fitting into his palm in the comforting way it had for nearly 5 decades. He held it back as long as he could, but a rich, full laugh finally broke from him, filling the little porch to the rafters. We did a good job with him, didn't we? He said. We certainly did, Sarah replied. And here he is. The sedan turned into the driveway, crunching to a stop in the white gravel, and Jeff popped out, hustling up the stairs to where the chairs waited. You're late, Josh said as his son opened the door to step in from the cold. Come on, Dad. Some people have to work. Josh paused, raising his eyebrows in a quizzical manner. Why are you laughing? Josh shook his head. Nothing, Jeff. Inside joke is all. Jeff gave him a look, then threw a thumb over his shoulder. I have Mom's flowers in the car, but we're going to have to hurry. The cemetery closes its gates after sundown. I'm sorry, Dad, but, well, happy anniversary. He looked at the chairs, taking up quite a bit of room as they sat side by side on the little porch. You know, Dad, it's been almost 10 years. You want me to move Mom's chair up into the attic and out of your way? Don't you think it's time? Josh looked at the empty chair beside him as he levered himself creakily to his feet. Once he was standing, he reached out to place a hand on the armrest of the vacant chair, stroking it lovingly. Not yet, son. Thanks for the offer, but not quite yet.